Good morning, my friends. It's Stephen Wa-LUSH-ick from Prime Lending. And today's Tuesday, it's July 25th, and that means it's time for Tuesday's 2-minute tip. July's been an incredible month. We're going to be wrapping it up here soon, and we have served a record number of families. It's been pretty smooth for the most part, except there have been some hiccups, and that's what I wanted to share with everyone today. Ways that we can work better together as a team to ensure the smoothest ride possible with the least amount of hiccups along the way. Earlier this month, we had a closing for a gal. She found out the day of closing that it was 30-day delayed possession till she could occupy the home. She had sold her home. She had already been living in a hotel for 3 weeks, and yet there was not clarity provided about her not being able to move into that home that day. She found out because the people that delivered the pods to her new home called her to say, hey, the sellers are still here. So obviously there was some miscommunication there between the buyer's agent and our buyer. We had another transaction where the day before closing, our buyer wound up being short $5,000 from what he thought he was getting from the sale of his existing home. We had asked for a net proceeds sheet up front, never got it. We did our best guess, but then there wound up being seller concessions, and only the day before we found out that they were going to be short. If it wasn't for the gracious heart of the realtor who gave up $5,000 in income to make that deal happen, it may not have happened. We've also had well and septic inspections turned in just prior to closing that had items that needed to be resolved. We also had a property that had a barn on it that wasn't structurally sound. So listen, it's a purchase contract for the single biggest purchasing decision most of us make in our lives. Let's make sure that we review with our customers inspections, occupancy, seller concessions. If there's going to be an addendum, let's make sure it gets over to the lender. Bill Evenbor used to be the president of our association during a really tough time when there was a lot of bickering and butting heads between lenders and realtors and title professionals. And he said, we have to work together as a team. We're serving our community together. Let's not throw each other under the bus. That rings true today as much as it did then, even more so. These folks are entrusting us with the single biggest purchasing decision in their lives. Let's make sure we're being the professionals that we were hired to be and communicate and work together. That's Tuesday's tip, my friends. We need teamwork to make the American dream work. I thank you for tuning in, hitting like, sharing, and commenting. And listen, as always, make it a great day.